Hello, friends. Hi there. Come on in. How are you? Hello, hello. Welcome to the craft room and welcome to Revive DIY and Upcycle Designs by Sue. I am Susan. I am your host today on this crafty edition featuring our Chalkwithsew Club Couture subscription transfer that is exclusive just for December, only for subscribers and designers. So I am an independent designer with Chalkwithsew Couture, and I love coming on and sharing DIY projects and ideas with you. I especially love to come on and at least give you several ideas for the subscription club that I would love to have you join me with. It's very easy to join. It's just a fun subscription club that comes once a month in your mailbox. You don't have to think twice about it after you've signed up. And it is only $21.95, you guys. And you get something fabulous every single month. We do a transfer that is exclusive just to club members. You can't buy it on my Chalk website. You can only get it as a subscriber or designer, like I said. And once you signed up, you get the transfer. You get 3 coordinating paste packets every single month. The first time you sign up, you also get a mini squeegee, which is the tool that we use. I'm trying to find one. It's a tool we use to apply our chalk paste. So this is, I'm going to be sharing with you. If you have not joined me before, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. If you have joined me, then I know you know this stuff. But these are reusable silkscreen transfers, and today I'm going to be sharing it with chalk paste, which is basically just wet chalk. So come on in and join me, and let's make a fun project that is very versatile. So I'm going to show you a cool idea today. So hang on with me. While I'm just double checking that I am live. It looks like I'm live. Woohoo! When you hop on, if you'll hit that heart button, I would so appreciate it. And don't forget to sprinkle the video. And when we say sprinkle, we just mean S-H-A-R-E. Tag a friend, share it to a group, share it to your best friend or your crafter friend, or somebody that you know just likes watching videos like this. I would just so appreciate it. And if you do, make sure you put sprinkled in the comments so that I can enter you in my end of month giveaway. There's a very good chance, I was trying to think about it today, and there's a very good chance that this month's giveaway will be actually this transfer. I will do a project with this transfer and send it to the winner of the monthly drawing. So I have not had a lot of people sprinkling this month, so I don't know if everybody's just too busy like me. We're all in that busy mode, but I certainly appreciate it. And this may be my last month that I do a giveaway as well. So please get in. You have plenty of time, and you can sprinkle more than once. You can sprinkle as many of my videos from my page as you like, and you will be entered in every single time in the drawing. And then at the end of the month, I pull out, I come on live and I do the drawing and I send happy mail to that person. So I would love it if you would get your name in there. It just helps my business grow. And as my way of saying thank you, okay, I'm going to put something in the comments real quick. Sorry guys, hang on. That's why I'm looking away. And as my way of saying thank you, I like to just send a little happy mail. So we're going to try that one more month and see how it goes. But I'm not sure that it's going to continue into the new year. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure that it's cost effective. So I have to consider that as a small business owner. So let me just pin a comment. Okay. So everything that I'm going to be sharing with you today, the link to find out the details about it is on the description, but it's also in comments. So if you need to click on it, I'm going to kind of explain it to you again, but if you miss any of it, just click on that link. If you're like me, a visual person, sometimes it's easier. I thought I would try something different and come on a Sunday afternoon. I'm not sure that it's going to be any better. I just thought I don't get a lot of viewership on Saturday afternoons. I think maybe a lot of people are busy, so I thought, you know what, I'll try it on a Sunday afternoon for a change. It worked better for me for my schedule this week. Obviously, next weekend I won't be coming on at all, but it worked better for me. And my schedule too, so I just thought, well, let's give it a try and see. Maybe I'll get a few more viewers than what I usually do. But if you do hop on, like I said, hit that heart button and say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I love it when you guys interact with me. The whole reason I like to come on here is to craft with friends. That's, to me, it's much more fun to craft with friends. And when I come on here with you guys, it's like I'm crafting with friends. So today, like I said, I'm going to show you what the subscription club is. So this is the envelope you usually get in the mail. Sometimes it's printed on and sometimes it's just plain like this, but it's a hard cardboard envelope. Comes in the mail. It starts processing around the 5th of every month. So once you've signed up, if you sign up now until the end of December, it will be mailed out within a few days. But if you are a regular club member, once you're a regular club member, around the 5th of every month, it processes for you. You don't have to think about it. And like I said, you get it in an envelope. You will get a brand new exclusive design, and it's new every month. It runs from the 1st of the month to the very last day of the month. And then after that, it's gone. It disappears. This is, I'm going to highlight the December one today, obviously. I have a sneak peek and I'm waiting on mine. I don't think it came in yet. I think my next order that's coming in actually will have it. I actually have seen the one for January, and it's fun too. I think you guys will like it. Not every one of our designs are seasonal. Some of them are. We do a lot of them that are, but a lot of them just work for year round, which we call evergreen. And that way you can do it on lots of projects. You can keep it on hand and use it for gifts any time of the year, or just to create something whenever you feel like it. But for $21.95 a month, you get this. You get 3 coordinating paste packets. So in here is the exclusive transfer, and that's what it is for this month. It's in a protective sleeve. I took it out because of the glare, but it is like this. And the protective sleeve that it comes in looks exactly, this is it, because that's the one that belongs to it. And on the back, it has instructions for you about how to care for, how to use it, how to care for your transfer. Very simple instructions. However, as a club member, you get that with any transfer you purchase from us, any surface or transfer. Or tool, anything you purchase from us, it tells you how to use it. However, that's why I like to come on here and show you guys. And I also have a YouTube channel, so if you can't catch it on here, you can check out my YouTube channel, or you can always just page through or look in the tab that says videos and go back and check out a video. Even on the old clubs, I don't delete those off, so that if you got it but you were too busy to do anything with it that month, and you say, yeah, that's cool, but I'm not going to use that for a while, you can always go back and look at it and watch an idea. But as a club member, you also get video and written instructions in an email as well. So you always have that as well. So you get free shipping on this. They do not charge you for shipping to send it to you. It comes in, like I said, this envelope, and it's going to come with 3 coordinating paste packets. And every month it's different. They choose which colors they think are going to be the best complement to the project. And for the December one, they sent Shimmer Rose Gold, which I love. It is so pretty. I think I used that last week when I did it. Forest, which is our newest green color from this year. Isn't that beautiful? I just ordered a jar of that because I didn't have one. And I was like, you know, I really need this color in my life. It's so pretty. It's like an emerald, a very deep green. I love it. Rich green. And then eucalyptus, which is also one of my favorites. It's like a blue green. So you know I love that one. But that's the colors that came this month with this transfer. So those are chalk paste singles is what we call those. And they will do more than one project, so you can save the paste that's within them. And if you're in my VIP group, I have tips and tricks in there as to how to save them. Or you can always message me. I'm glad to answer that question for you. But that's how it comes. And then free shipping. Now, also, we also do I'm looking at my little note. I don't know why I don't put it right up in front. We also do a special once a month for club members. We give you guys something that everybody else doesn't get. So, for example, this month we are giving additional 10% off our little Valentine. We have a Valentine kit to be able to create Valentines or to do Valentine's projects with. And that kit is already 20% off retail, but as a club member, you get an additional 10% off. Just because we like to say thank you to our club members. Every month that special changes. I don't know what it'll be for the next month. I don't find out until the 1st of the month. So we also offer you the lowest price flat rate shipping on your first order of the month. So that does not include this. So this just comes automatically, no matter when you sign up for it, it'll come. If you decide to order anything else from my website, you will get a $5.99 flat rate shipping fee, no matter how much you order, whether it's a heavy surface whether it's chalk paste in a jar, whether it's transfers, whatever it is, you can order as much as you want and you will pay $5.99. And that is only on your first order of the month, but most club members only order about once a month. So it is a tremendous deal, you guys. I can't even get that kind of shipping rate. So that right there is a bonus. So that's what you get for your $21.90. I said 95, but it's $21.99 a month. So just wanted to make sure you knew that. Click on that link if you'd like to join, or if you just want to see more information, and then you can decide if you want to join. And as always, in comments or Messenger, please feel free to message me, and I will be glad to answer any questions you have. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to encourage you, to inspire you, or to educate you. If I can answer questions, I'm happy to do that. So, like I said, this is our transfer for December. It's called Wonderful World. Isn't that beautiful? And don't you all love that song? We all love that song. I think everybody loves that song. I have done 2 projects with it. I only have one up here. I thought about bringing the other one up and then I didn't grab it. The first week, and you can go back on my page and see it. Even in photos, I think. The first week I did an ink project. So I used this transfer with our ink and I did it on the back of a jean jacket. And I think it turned out so lovely. It's just such a lovely transfer and I really love the sentiment. So that, yeah, so I did that. And then last week I did this. Oh, I must have dropped something on there. Oh, I banged it up. I don't know what I dropped on there. This is the one I did last week. So I used eucalyptus, I used shimmer rose gold. That was the only 2 colors I used on this one last week. Oh, that's not true. I used regular shimmer gold up there too. So this is the one I did last week, and I was saying you could put something around the top. I have not had time to do it, but you could put a bow, or you could just wrap some ribbon around it just to give it some character. I haven't had time to do anything, you guys, but isn't that pretty? It's such a pretty transfer. I love it. So this week we're going to do something different. I have shown you a few times working with some cutouts. To be honest with you, I haven't been very successful this past week. I was very disappointed that my project the one time I came on live this week, which I usually come on 3 or 4 times, but we are cutting that back. The time that I did come on live this week, the project didn't even turn out. And I used a cutout for that. But it wasn't the cutout's fault. It was the paint fault. And I can tell you right now, I do not recommend. It was the paint and my chalk paste. Some of my chalk paste was old. I did not wet it down enough, and it didn't work the way it's supposed to. So that was all on me. It was definitely my mistake. But I also do not recommend the paint from the Dollar Tree for the projects, because I feel like that was part of my issue too. So just so you know, stick with these. These are cheap enough as it is, so I would just suggest stick with these if you're going to use paint. It's not worth it to use the paint from the Dollar Tree. It'll work fine for some other projects I have that hopefully I'll be able to share this week. I'm really hoping this week. I feel like I have a little bit better handle on things. I'm trying to finish. I'm still working on decorating, you guys. I'm trying to finish up my decorating. And so my shopping's in good shape, even though the kids are out of school. I'm hoping I'll be able to come on several times this week and share some last minute Christmas ideas with you. So I hope you'll join me. I hope you'll join me. Okay. We are a week away, you guys, from Christmas. A week away. So today I'm going to show you this project on another cutout, and it is going to be fabulous. I just know it's going to be fabulous. Okay, so let me take my little sticker off. I didn't even know that was on there. So cutouts are basically MDF wood. I have a couple different sources. I actually probably have about 5 or 6 sources that I use different. I kind of spread the wealth that I use that create cutouts that go along with our actual transfers. So what that means is they have a machine that will cut the shape of the transfer out so that you can do it on a raised surface. So MDF, is really thin. This is the one for this month. And when you first look at it, you're probably like, that's kind of weird. It doesn't look like it at all. But you will see this will fit, as you can see here. It's going to fit right over where the words are going to be and all of the little elements. So we're going to do that last. We're going to put the words on last, but we're going to prepare this. I don't want to keep it this color. Obviously, it would work if that was the color you wanted it to be, but I don't want to keep it this natural color. So what I am going to do, and if you have any questions about any of these cutouts, please feel free to ask me. I'm happy to share. I cannot share it out here, but I am happy to share where I get these different cutouts from. And actually, you guys, I need to sand that a little bit because it's sticky where I just pulled that off. So I'm just going to do a light sanding on it. It'll prepare the wood too. I am going to paint this, and then we are going to put our transfer on it. Okay? Something to brush it. All that sand off. I hope you guys have had a great weekend and a blessed Sunday. Like I said, I usually don't come on Sundays, but I may do it. I may. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see. I usually try to take Sundays off, but I could just as easily take Saturdays off. I stay busy no matter what. So, but hopefully you've had a great Sunday or a great weekend. Are you in good shape? Have you gotten your shopping? Are you celebrating Hanukkah? What do you got going on? Let me know in comments. I'd love to know. Now, you might be wondering, what am I doing? So these are the colors that I've chosen. I've decided to keep with these this color scheme because this is in my house a lot. So I can pretty much put this anywhere I want. And I'm going to show you a cool idea with this as well when I get done. That as a club member, you may want to continue going forward. You may want to do this. It is a really cool idea and I love it. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. All right. So, and you know what? We haven't even decorated our tree. So we're going to do that tonight. I told my son that we would do that tonight. So the color I'm going to use is, one is an apple barrel and it's called Laguna. And the other one is folk art. I can't talk. Folk art. And that one's called Patina. So we are just going to kind of do kind of like a watercolor kind of thing. And I am actually going to apply the chalk paste with I learned this not long ago with the cutouts. Cosmetic sponges work really well. So, and they're super cheap. You can either wash them out and reuse them just like you do a foam brush, or you can just throw it away. But it's super cheap to be able to find this. They may even have them at the Dollar Tree. I can't remember if I got these at the dollar store, but I'm sure they probably do. But I'm just going to kind of do almost like a watercolor effect on this. And I did have a plate. Let's see. I tried to be prepared today, y'all. I tried. Let's make sure that's clean. Got my sponge. Okay. Got my little wipe. And I'm just going to squirt a little bit out. I hope. I haven't used this one in a while. I hope I'm going to squirt it out. Won't take, that's probably way too much. It's not going to take much. I haven't even used this Laguna. Ooh, that's pretty. So we only need a little bit. Only need a little bit. Okay, hopefully you guys can see okay. I'll try to put it over here where you can see. So I really don't have any rhyme or reason, and I'm just going to use the same brush, or the same, oh look, I already got some on there. I got it on me. Oh well, I hope I don't get it on my shirt. This is not chalk paste, so it will not wash out. It's acrylic paint. I'm just going to use this on both sides because I kind of don't mind if the colors blend a little bit. So all I'm going to do is just kind of, and hopefully, I don't know, hopefully I can get one coat. I'm kind of going to even like maybe on the outside. Hopefully one coat will, but it may not. I may have to add. And so I'm just kind of dabbing it because that kind of goes into the surface better. No rhyme or reason to this, y'all. I'm just going to kind of work with it and see how I feel about it. And if you're kind of, this is obviously not even a Christmas, it could be, you could do it in Christmas colors and make it a Christmas project, but if you're kind of tired of thinking about Christmas stuff already, then here you go. I mean, this would make a fabulous gift if you are a club member already and you're looking for something to make. I don't know if you could get these cutouts. It's kind of late now. You could try, but I don't know if you could get the cutouts at this late date in time. Like I said, I have a couple different sources, so it might depend on where you live, which source I would give you as to how quickly you could get it. So you see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of pouncing it in and it's giving me coverage. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to go to my lighter color, patina, and I'm going to do the areas that I didn't. And if it overlaps a little bit, I'm definitely going to need more than one coat for this. This is later, much later. And I also have this, you guys. I have this little, one of my paintbrushes that broke. Look, I've got it all on my fingers. One of my paintbrushes that broke. I have it right here, and I'm going to use that to kind of blend at the edges where the colors might meet, like you would when you're doing like a watercolor. So, because I don't want it to be real distinct. I want it to kind of, it's a little messy because, I don't know, it's kind of like with exercise, I don't feel like I've exercised unless I've sweat. So it's kind of like the same thing with crafting. If I don't get dirty, if my hands aren't messy, then I don't feel like I've crafted. Does that make sense? Do you guys like that? Tell me I'm not alone. See, and then that just helps blend it a little bit. And you're probably wondering, well, Susan, why don't you just use the brush to begin with? Well, it doesn't, it just, the MDF seems to like the foam better. So you could use a foam brush, you could use a paintbrush. All right, we're gonna let that dry just a tiny bit. I had a feeling I was going to be losing daylight, so I hope I have enough lights on for you guys. It was sunny today, finally, hooray! Although I didn't really go out in it. It was sunny today. I was inside. At least we had sunshine in the house. So I'm happy for that. And I had good sunshine when I first came up here, but I had to get some stuff together and find some things. And oh my goodness, you guys, one of the projects I was working on downstairs before I came up, I'm like, oh, this will only take a minute. I'll go ahead and do this real quick before I go up and do my live. It'll only take like 15 minutes max. Oh gosh, it took 30 minutes, of course. And I was like, oh, why does everything take so long? Finally could get up here. So I kind of feel like we have started Christmas break because the kids are, you know, Friday they were out of school, but I had to be gone most of the day Friday. I had errands and stuff to get done because I didn't want to push anything any closer to, I didn't want to push anything any closer to, you know what, I should probably wait on that this week because I know it's going to start getting crazy. Everybody's going to be out of school. Some people are going to be out of work, and I didn't want to have to fight crowds, so I was like, let me go ahead and get what I can get done Friday to finish up. And I don't shop on weekends. If possible, I try. Sometimes I'll go on a Sunday really, really late. Sometimes. Depends on what the day looks like for me. If it's one of those days where I don't really have a lot to do, or I feel like I need to get away because I've been in the house too much. Do you guys get that? sometimes when you're home a lot, you just need a change of scenery. So hubby and I we were home. I was home all day yesterday, and I was working around the house, finishing up some decorating, and of course I have my little buddy in the morning. Always have him in the mornings, and finishing up some stuff around the house. I still have 2 rooms left to decorate, but I did get some stuff done, and then hubby and I went to a concert last night. It's definitely different than what I expected. I love Mannheim Steamroller and Trans-Siberian Orchestra. One of these days I'll get to see one of them in concert. I love, love, love their kind of music. And kind of like how that's picked up a little bit in there. And this, we did not have tickets. They're too expensive. But I found out this last week about this band that was doing a tribute to them. So at this little theater in this little town nearby us that I had never heard of before. I'm like, how did I never hear this? Because my daughter was very much into theater before, when she lived here with us. So I don't know how we ever missed that little place. But so we went, and it was definitely different, but it was nice. It was nice to do something different. But that was all we went out for last night. And then we came home. And didn't have to deal with, it wasn't like a real busy, crowded, like concert venue or anything like that. I think I'm going to add a little bit more up here because it's still kind of, I mean, it doesn't have to be like super duper painted, but I do want the colors to show through because this is like just the background, right? I don't want if the MDF would not show through, that would be great. I usually use chalk paint or chalk paste as paint because, oh, I keep wiping it off. I think that's the problem with that brush. See, that's why I'm not using a brush, is because it's wiping my paint off. I think I need to let it dry a little bit more. Might need to. These is pretty colors. I don't know what I was just saying. And it is cold here. It has been staying cold, you guys. They keep teasing us and saying, I'm just going to dry this real quick so that I can add one more layer to that section. They keep teasing us. They started on Thursday or Friday, I think it was Friday, teasing us that there's a chance we might get snow. It's been in the 40s here, and it's going to get even colder. After the rain went through on Thursday, it's been cold, you know, 30s and 40s, 30s at night and 40s during the day, but it's going to get colder this week, much colder. By the weekend, I think the highs are in the 30s and lows maybe in the low 20s or maybe teens. And then they were teasing us and saying there's a chance on the Thursday or Friday before Christmas, we might get some snow, or if not, perhaps Monday or Tuesday after Christmas. Well, first of all, where I live in North Carolina, and where I live in North Carolina, I'm right near Raleigh, you know, it's just like where I'm from, my hometown in Maryland. If you get 1 or 2 inches, everything pretty much shuts down because we have very wet, cold snow, you know, wet, not cold, obviously. We have very wet snow, so there's usually ice involved, and because we have so much humidity and the air is just not dry, and so we, you know, it's very slushy. Plus, we don't have the equipment to handle, and people are not trained how to you know, how to drive and how to behave. Thankfully, I was taught how to drive in the snow, but a lot of people are not. So everything pretty much shuts down. But still, we would love to have snow here in North Carolina. So they keep teasing us, and then they say, oh, you might, oh, you might not, oh, you might, oh, you might not. We would absolutely love. I couldn't tell you the last time I had a white Christmas. It just, where I usually live, it doesn't happen often. Okay, let's go ahead and dry this real quick, and then we're just going to apply a real quick layer of wax, and we're going to put our image on, and bam, we're going to be done. And you guys, I'm only going to use one color. I know, color you shop. We're going to use one color on the transfer, and I'm going to use my shimmer shadow, which is basically black. But of course it has a little bit of shimmer in it, which I cannot resist. So I'm going to make sure this is really dry, because I don't, when I go to put my wax on, I want to make sure my paste, or my paint is sealed in, but I'll show you what it looks like so far. You know, nothing fabulous, it's just a little something interesting. And the back is not finished, but I'm not worried about that. I could paint it, but I'm really not worried about it. But we want to make sure it's dry so we can apply our layer of wax before I put my transfer down. Sorry, something's floating in the air in case you saw me go cross-eyed. And give it a little bit more. This is acrylic paint, so it's taking a little bit longer. If I use chalk paint, it usually dries very quickly. So it was such a pretty clear night last night, though. Stars were so bright. There wasn't any clouds. It was really pretty. Looks like it might be like that again tonight. Piece of parchment paper that was old, and I always keep something to put so that I don't get paint on my, even though I still usually do. Okay, so now we're going to get my surface wax. So this is available in my shop as well, but you just need some kind of wax. If not, you can find your own. And we put surface wax on wood surfaces or painted surfaces because we don't want any of that to get pulled up on the back of our transfers, because they are self-adhesive. And it just takes a light coat. I might be better off just keeping it still. Just a light coat. Just to kind of, it's almost like it seals the paint in, and if it was wood, it would make it so that my sticky part of my transfer on the back would not pick up wood slivers. And I'm just using a paper towel. I do have an applicator, but when I paint something, I usually like to use a paper towel in case I did not dry the paint all the way, that I would not pick it up on my applicator, because my applicator is a pain to wash. Speaking of a pain to wash, so my I had gotten my grandson for school this year one of those Contigo, I think that's how you say it, Contigo cups, so that he could have a reusable cup at school, but one that would seal well and not spill and all that stuff, since it has to go in his backpack, and he's only a kindergartner, so I wanted it to be something he could manage. So I got him one. I got him a little cute one, and I wash that every day when it comes home, you guys. I wash it every day, and before I refill it the next day. I let it dry, I wash it, I let it dry overnight, and then I fill it in the next morning. And I looked at that because I was like, oh, I'm going to wash it and put it away for while he's home for the holidays. I need to buff that probably a little bit. Let's warm that up. Make sure that all my wax is melted in good so it'll spread well. I went to go wash it and I looked at it even closer, like there's a little place like kind of down under. And I was like, that looks like mold in there. And like I said, I wash that thing every night. And I don't leave it shut to dry. I let it air dry, open, so that, you know, it's not a moisture kind of thing. And it was mold, and it was up under this section that I could not take apart. And I tried everything to get that clean. I used hydrogen peroxide spray. I used soap. I used any little scrub brush I could. I actually did baking soda and vinegar. That didn't do it. I tried, didn't do it. Didn't do it. I tried soaking it. That didn't work. I went and got a Q-tip. I did boiling water poured onto it. I went and got a Q-tip and tried to get up in there. And there's still, I felt like I didn't get it that one spot, the greatest. Why would they make something like that you can't take apart? Now, I would suggest if you get a cutout like this, make sure you do the right side, because I was a little worried at first that I had done the wrong side. But make sure you get you do it the right side, because you see how this kind of mimics that? If I had painted the wrong side, then I would have been unhappy. Okay, now I have used this transfer twice, but as you can see, it's sticky, right? So the sticky part always goes on the glossy side. I'm just going to put my sheet. I have used it twice, so it's not as sticky as it would have been in the beginning, but I always fuzz it at least once, unless it really feels like it's not sticky at all. Now I'm going to turn this around actually, guys, while I'm placing this on here. And I do have a light box over here, but I don't have it plugged in. So we're just going to use my lamp. I'm going to use my lamp to try to line it up. Use the shadow from it. To line it up. Hopefully I won't have to move it around too much. Hopefully I'll get it right one of the first times. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be fabulous. Okay, so I think I have it lined up right, on the left, so I'm just going to smooth it out. Frost. Now you could do these background colors. If you did a cutout like this, you could choose whatever colors in the background you wanted, whatever went with your home, or whatever color you were feeling for this project. And I'm just making sure that I have no bubbles and that my I'm getting really good good contact with my wood surface. Okay. Let's see if I can pick it up. It's obviously some of it sticking. All right, so there I have, as you can see, I have it on there. And now what makes our images come out so well is because they are sticky, they're self-adhesive, because they're thin, they're not thick like a traditional stencil, and we have this silk screen area in here. So this area that you could kind of see through, that's the silk screen area. So between that, those three factors, and then the consistency of our chalk paste, this is our shimmer shadow, which is what I'm going to use today. The consistency of our chalk paste as well, all of those factors are what make it so that actually I've got a piece of fuzz right there. Look at that, guys. That would have messed up my image. But I saw that. I didn't see it the first time. I got that from my fuzzing cloth, I guess. But all of that is what makes it so that you get the best design. All right, so I'm just going to take this directly out of my jar. Now our shimmer, let's see, I'm just going to, our shimmer already had, it's not glitter, but it's whatever they put in there to make it shimmery. it's nice because it gets the same effect, but it's not messy. And it is like, you can feel the grit, whatever that is that they put in there. You can feel it. So you do have to push a little bit firmer through the silk screen with it. I love it. I am a shimmer gal. Shimmer's my favorite. I'm just covering the whole silkscreen area. And then I usually go back and pull off any extra. Super easy. You can butter bread or smear a bagel. You can do this. And I'm using shimmer. So our chalk paste, usually if you're working on a big design, if you don't move fast enough, we suggest, which a lot of times you don't, especially in the beginning when you're trying to be cautious and you're not quite sure. You might move a little slower, which is fine, but our chalk paste does dry relatively fast. The shimmer takes a little bit longer because of the way it's made, but we suggest you do paste and peel. And what that means is that you pull back the section that you've already chalked so that the chalk does not dry in your silkscreen area, but it releases to your surface. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. We're going to come up to this section here, and I'm going to stop since I'm about halfway done. Even though I would probably be okay, I want to just show you guys. I'm just pulling off any extra. I'm going to set that aside for a minute. I only got a little bit on me that time, which is fine. It's just chalk paint. Chalk paste, and it washes. It's all washable. The the squeegee, all of it. Okay, you ready? You guys are gonna love this. Let's see if I can lift it up so you can see it. I realize, and if you're not sure, you can slide the comments if for some reason they are, but let me show you how this looks. And I'm gonna pull it back slowly in case I've missed anything. Like here, I feel like I could get a little bit better coverage. Sometimes it's the distressing of the, we have distressing within our words, and sometimes it's just because you didn't press enough chalk paste in there. But look at this so far. Isn't that beautiful? Look how cool, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? I think that really shows up well. All right, so I only go back to the part that I've already done, and I'm gonna go press here, make sure. Press my transfer back down and then finish it up. Like I said, this is not the colors that you would get in your with it, but you can choose whatever colors you want. You can use the colors that come in the kit, and they'll give you a suggestion on a surface. And also in my VIP group, if you're not, there should be a link showing up. You can click right on and get in my VIP group. It's just a private crafting group I have. Where I have tips and tricks and things like that, but also in there I will also show other ideas using this month's club project. If you don't like any of the ideas that I shared, or if you don't like the one that the company shares with you. And then last week, I don't know if you caught it or not, I think it was last week, I think it was one day last week, we had a live from our Chalk Couture main page showing some ways of doing this month, using this month's club, a couple different projects. So it's not for lack of ideas. If you don't have your own, we are here to help you come up with some. Hopefully that one But in my VIP group, I'll share some other ideas as well that I don't share out here. So make sure you join my VIP group. I'd love to have you in there. To me, it's more fun to craft with friends, and I don't have that ability to do that. Where I live, I don't have family, and really don't have many crafting friends, so I'm limited. So I like to come on here and craft with you guys. Show you some ideas. All right, all covered. Put any extra back in here. Leave that out just in case. Ooh, I got a little more messy that time. Try to take it off. Ugh, I'll have to wash it. Okay, so we're gonna peel it back. I'm gonna move it. Go slow. Let's see. I want to pick it up, guys. There we go. I feel like you can see it better, but my chalk paste is wet, so I don't want to pull it. I don't want to touch it when it's wet. All right, so let's pull this down. We're going to go slowly. In case I missed any, I can lay it right back down and touch it up. But you guys, tell me how awesome you think that is. Look at that. Oh, I do see a little spot that could use a touch-up, and it'll be fine. I can touch it up. It was right there at the end. Oh. What happened to my bottle? I'm just spraying my transfer with water until I can get it to the sink and clean it. But look how beautiful that is, guys. Isn't that cool? Can you see? Can you see our watercolor, or our, you know, what we painted in the background? I say watercolor, it's not really watercolor, but isn't that cool? And then our shimmer. I don't know if you can see the shimmer. It's called Shimmer Shadow. So it's black, basically, with shimmer in it. So this turned out fabulous. I love the way this looks. And you could do a lot of different things with this. You're probably saying, well, what do I do with that now? What do I do with it now? So you could take this shape. If you like, I like 3-dimensional. I like dimension to it. But you could take this and you could glue this onto even just a plain canvas. Guys, you can get a canvas, an 8x10 or an 8x11 canvas, or even bigger if you wanted, from the Dollar Tree, and you could just glue this right onto the canvas, right? Now, another thing that you could do, I'm going to close this and put it up. What I wanted to show you guys as club members, if you wanted to invest in one of our boards, we have couture boards, and I showed you just a minute ago how I did this project on it last month, and I've told you before that this is a great one to buy. It's called the Aiden, the Couture Gallery board, Aiden. And if you wanted to buy one of these and just change it out every month when they gave you a new transfer, it would work perfectly. But here's the fun thing that you could do as well. So this is a magnetic board. This is a magnetic board. I actually have some magnets somewhere. I did not grab them, but you can grab them at the Dollar Tree and grab them anywhere. You could place magnets on the back of these cutout. And let's say that you would clean the board off and leave the board plain, whatever it was. And you could attach this with magnets on it. And when the next month's transfer comes and you wanted to do that instead, guess what you could do? You could take this off, put it in a drawer to use when you wanted to pull it back, do the next one either on the board or on a new cutout, and then you'd have it to change out and apply with magnets. But again, you could do the exact same thing with just a canvas, just a piece, just a regular canvas from wherever. Or if you have a sign that you've bought from somewhere, or a piece of art, or a picture frame that you wanted to add this to, you could glue it on there. You could use glue dots on there. You know how I find clearance frames all the time with clearance like canvases or pictures that I don't like what's on them, or maybe you even go to the Dollar General, the Dollar Tree, and you get something that's cheap, and then you paint over it, and you paint it whatever color you want, and then you can add something like this on it, whether you do the transfer directly on it or whether you do it on a cutout like this, right? Oh, hey Monica, how are you? I've missed you, girl. I hope you're feeling better. I hope hubby's feeling better too. Thank you for sprinkling. I so appreciate it. Isn't this cool? I love it. I love it. So I was so excited to get to try this one. I could not wait to try it on a cutout like this. It just adds another element to it. Not that it's not wonderful on its own, but I just kind of like, I like to play with stuff and try stuff different. But I love the idea of the magnets and changing them out, and then you just set it aside. That way you're not cleaning it off and having to redo it. You could just reuse what you had already done if you really loved what you did. So that is the idea I have for y'all today. I'm so glad you came on, Monica. Thank you for joining me, guys. Thanks for letting me come on and show this. If you have any questions about anything that I did today, any of the techniques, anything that I used, or anything about the club, there's a link for the club, but feel free to message me or ask in comments. If I can't answer you on comments, I'll send you a direct message. But I so appreciate you letting me come into your world for just a little while on this Sunday and share a fun idea with you. I hope that the week ahead is not too crazy, and I'm really hoping that maybe I can come on, even if it's just for a little bit every day. I have projects that have nothing to do with transfers and chalk that I wanted to get done this week and maybe share with you guys in case you're looking for a couple last minute ideas of things that you could probably go grab yourself. So I'm hoping that that's what my week will look like. You know, I never know when everybody's around if that's how it'll end up being. But I hope that you guys have a great start to your week and the rest of your Sunday. Monica, I'm sorry I didn't get to chat with you more. I hope that you've had a good weekend and you guys are on the mend. All right, guys, so that's it. That is the December club. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Come back and join me. If you would like to know when I'm going live, I do have a Telegram channel. I think I put the link in comments. You can apply to that. And I try to let you know at least 15 minutes prior to when I'm going to be coming on. So, all right, guys, I got to get going. We're going to try to decorate the tree tonight. And I still have I got decorating to finish. So I hope you guys stay safe, stay well, and we'll be blessed until I see you next time. All right, bye. Bye, Monica.